Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ayushi. You must have seen my last video on downtown versus suburban life. In case you have not, then don't worry, I'm including the link to that video in the description section below. Reason why I specifically refer to that video is because this video is going to be about my apartment hunt journey past couple months. In this video, we will see all the houses me and my husband toured, the house we ultimately end up picking, and the reason why. So grab your coffee or popcorn and sit tight because this video is indeed going to be a long one, but I assure you it's going to be interesting. So, rewinding back to the month of April, our lease was due. In America, typically every year, or depending on the term of your lease, your lease is due for renewal. Ours was due for renewal in April. And we were in discussion that, okay, now we are a family of two and it's time to upgrade to a bigger space. Our that then apartment lacked a guest bedroom, and we thought it would be nice to have an additional bedroom for any guest to host. So we thought that yeah, it's time to upgrade to a bigger space. So we finalize that we are gonna start looking for a two-bedroom apartment in the downtown Dallas. We end up deciding couple parameters which were quite non-negotiable for us before starting that tour. Those five parameters were: number one, two-bedroom apartment in downtown. As I mentioned, downtown was a very livable area for us, being the young married couple. We had a lot of stuff to do around that area. So, number one parameter was that. Number two, obviously, was budget. For a standard of living in Dallas and based in the area we wanted to live in, our research said somewhere around 2,800 to 3,000 tops would give us a nice, decent looking modern apartment. Modern apartment was also our choice. I wanted those tall windows, apartment in a high rise. So a budget of 2,800 to 3,000 was our decent limit. Number three was natural light. You know, I'm an architect, and being an architect, you've got those lens where you see everything, all the spaces measured on natural ventilation, number of openings, the amount of natural light that space is receiving. So all those were like my from my lens. I wanted to scan a place and just say that okay, it's perfect. This place is actually appealing. So all those natural factors, you know. Number fourth was distance to the office. My husband works remote, but I was going to the office 5 days a week, and commute was a big part of my life. And Texas heat kills you, man. Like, it's really hot, and I didn't want to drive way too much. So 30 minutes of drive to office was my range. That okay, I can bear with this. Number fifth was a good neighborhood. It kind of comes into the downtown kind of vibe, but good neighborhood means safety, everything at ease of access, like grocery, pharmacy, good coffee shops. I'm a big coffee shop explorer. And yeah, good restaurants. I mean, that's a perk of being in a downtown. You have uh, within reach, all these things are within ease of access. So these were our five parameters. So going back to the month of April, we decide these five things and then we start our apartment hunt. For some of the places that we saw, I'm just going to show it to you and then we'll move forward. So I'm going to take you through three videos or yeah, three apartments that we shot. Number one being um, all are in downtown, obviously, and some are in our range, some are a little bit above. We'll talk about it. So number one, this apartment was a good upgrade. All the kitchen appliances they've been upgraded. It has upgraded countertop to quartz, tall windows, um, carpet in the bedroom, guest bedroom nicely done, has two sinks. So overall, it was a decent apartment. The ask price being 3,100. Slightly over our budget, but nothing like a wow factor. It was a typical downtown apartment. Moving on to our next apartment. So this one was nice. It has, again, top to bottom over the ceiling windows, upgraded appliances in the kitchen, wooden flooring, and a really amazing private balcony. This balcony connects from uh, your hall to all the way to the bedroom, and really, really well lit. It has all the way natural light coming in. Um, the kitchen was a little bummer though for me because it has yellow granite and it kind of looked dull to me. Also, along with the kitchen veneer, they were a little pale. But other than that, apartment was really, really pretty. I mean, the tall windows, I was sold at it. It has really good natural light coming in. And the wow factor being a huge balcony. You know, if you have dogs or if you have a party, then you can host people very randomly and openly. It has so much space. To have space in downtown is kind of a leisure or a luxury. So I like this apartment. Even Nikhil liked it. Moving on to the star of our tour, this apartment was amazing. And I'll tell you all the reasons why it was amazing. So, starting with the bedroom, first of all, this apartment was staged. It was a model home that we were looking at it, and the reason or the entire purpose of them staging is to allure their tenants or their future tenants. So it was really nicely done, but it has whoever designed it, they paid detail attention to details. I have never seen any apartment being done so well. Looking at the guest bedroom, all the details that you see, the color combination, the lighting, and even the panel board behind the uh, behind the toilet, amazing. It has two shower areas, one being the tub and another being your standing shower, with hand shower, and all the details with the lighting and color combination. Also, to say the storage spaces they have given in the apartment, like right when you walk in, you see a mud wall. Although I did not shoot the mud wall, but they have laid out plenty space for storage, and uh, given attention to detail interior wise. One thing I did not like was the tinted windows. I understand the reason why they did it the way they did it, because in downtown, all the high rises, they are very close to each other. Um, so you don't want anybody sneaking in your apartment, right? So in this particular apartment complex, they have tinted the windows and also the panels. There were three panels in all the windows, which was giving it a very commercial look. And now imagine you have a home that looks very commercial from the windows, like an office space or something. So just these couple drawbacks. Also, the ask price was 3,400, $400 above our budget. Yeah, imagine this accumulating for over a year or 2 years. This would make so much money, right? So, yeah, but we still like the interior and everything of this place. Before we could decide what apartment we would pick and move into, life happened to us. We had to relocate to Seattle for work purposes. And yeah, this was quite a change. We had to rearrange our life and plans according to this shift that suddenly happened to us. So, wrapping up all this apartment hunt journey, we had to look for now Seattle. And to give you a little brief on Seattle, Seattle is a tier 1 city. It's a tech hub. So naturally all the tech companies they consider Seattle as a tier 1, which what it means for me is elevated cost of living. Our budget for Dallas downtown was tops 3,000. Apartments in Seattle they start from 3,000. And forget about downtown. Everything was starting in downtown from $4,000. And the the square footage of all those houses was significantly less than Dallas. Dallas, Texas, they have
so much space. It's widespread. Whereas Seattle, it's more um, it's different. It's the landscape, the topography, and the demand. Everything is different in Seattle. So naturally, the prices were quite high, and we were thrown back to realigning our parameters. Most of it did not change, except for our budget, obviously. But it didn't make sense for us to move to downtown in a $4,000 apartment. And the starting range was 4,000. Can you imagine if you want a better place or more decent, the kind of house we were wanting in Dallas, it would go all the way up to 4,500. We were like, no, no, that's not happening. So we selected some pockets in Seattle which were decent to us. The neighborhood looked fine, and the range, somehow we were able to adjust to the range they were offering, those areas were offering. So I'll take you through the houses that we saw in Seattle. So, starting with Seattle apartment, this area is called Renton. Even though the apartment is pretty nice, it has a cute little fireplace, which we find in Seattle homes, a pretty fire pit, uh, upgraded appliances, upgraded countertop to quartz, a lot of sunlight, uh, distance to office, everything that we'll talk about, they are pretty nearby to my office because that was my governing factor, right? So all these things they tick out except for the locality. The neighborhood is pretty quiet, and the maintenance of this building or this apartment complex, I don't know when it was done. No swimming pool, no club room, no gym, or even the gym was pretty outdated. So even if the apartment was nice, we did not like the locality. Everything is green here. Seattle is known as a city of evergreen state. Washington is an evergreen state, but it didn't go well with us. Uh, I like the apartment. Maybe we could have adjusted, but we were open to seeing more. So let's jump into the next apartment. So this one is a townhome. The way it's laid out is uh, ground floor is all your parking. Then you, in our India, we call it ground floor. Here they call it first floor. So first floor, it was all parking, parking for two cars. Then you climb up the stairs to second floor is where is your kitchen and living spaces. And then you go climb all the way to the third floor is where your two bedrooms are. Let's take a look at it, how this house was. So they call this kind of setting or layout as townhome. This one was a staged home as well. It had all the furnishings just for the staging purposes. Has a nice little balcony that faces water. Water was something. Water and nature is everything that you get in Seattle. So we were okay to compromise on downtown life. Anyway, it's not. It was not even meeting our budget, but we had greenery and water and great colors everywhere. So we were just looking out for a nice layout and whatever falls in our budget and neighborhood and all the list of the parameters that I talked about in the initial of this video. Then the third apartment. So this is again in the Renton area. It's the locality is not quiet. It's commercialized. It has, it's kind of a town center. You must have seen town centers where you go downstairs out of your apartment complex, and then there is a little bit of food joints and office spaces. Not heavily commercialized as a downtown, but little bit town center kind of vibe. So this apartment, okay, sorry, going back to my town home video, let me tell you what we liked and what we did not like. Sorry, I forgot to talk about all of that. So there is a fire pit, there is a great view to the water. It had a carpet in the living room, kitchen. So there is not a close up shot of kitchen, but the kitchen had Uh, it did not have granite or quartz countertop. It had Sanmaika or a veneer or a wooden filmed kind of stuff. I did not like it. Also, the fact being, it was 3 floors, and anytime our parents come from India, who would climb? Like, we as youngsters, we don't want to climb 3 floors all the way up to sleep. Then we don't expect that from our parents. Our parents are old, and we wanted to give them comfort whenever they come here. So this house was a no for us. And the ask price, it was ridiculous. 4,100. I'm not paying for this house. 4,100. Moving on to our third house. So going back to that commercial area, house was decent. I liked it. It had everything: tall windows, upgraded veneer, upgraded kitchen appliances, countertops. Did not have carpet anywhere other than the bedroom. That was a really good thing. Everything in white marble. I like. I am attracted to white. And this little kitchen space, the layout was not kind of open. There was a nook for kitchen, which I like. I am not in a very much favor of open layout spaces. So yeah, overall this house I liked it. The ask price was 3,400, and it was kind of in our range from Seattle perspective, because we had to up our range. Remember talking about the tier 1 city. So yeah, but here my husband bailed out. He was not very happy with the commercial vibe everywhere. He was, when you get everything, then you want to find something that, oh, I don't like it. So we were like, okay, let's see more apartments. And if we don't like anything, maybe we will consider living in up here. I'm going back to Dallas. Like, I'm flying back to Dallas. Nikhil stays up here. And in flight, I'm thinking, there is got to be some home that's made for us, that we both are able to agree on it. And I randomly open up Zillow, and I start looking at the houses. Even I had a doubt that I am going back. Who's gonna take a look? And how can you finalize a house without even physically looking at it? But destiny, I'm just randomly looking at all the houses in at Zillow, and I come across this beautiful, beautiful, well upgraded house, that's $3,500 a month, which is in our budget, in a very nice locality. All that I could find on Google Earth. I was not physically up there, but I hit match on the Zillow, like interested in showing. It gives you an option where you could contact the broker or the seller, and the house was amazing. But again, I in my mind think, how can a house be so pretty and the ask price just this? It was way bigger, 3 bedroom apartment, for $3,500. And I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot, let's try our luck. And the seller matches. They respond within couple of hours, hey, we are open to showing it to you, can you come? And I tell my husband, by that time me and my husband both are up here in Dallas, and we say to each other, who's gonna look at it? Like, let me ask my husband says, let me ask one of my friends if they can go and give us a video call and whatnot. So let me show you the house that our friend on our behalf shows us through WhatsApp calling, and let's go from there.
May I know what is this?
Oh.
The storeroom?
Yeah, no,
Ah,
guest closet.
yes.
you know.
Okay, here. Wow. This is nice.
We had to have this morning redone because they screwed up on it. That it opens independently because of the windows.
So, to give you a perspective of what and how this house is, I'm adding another video from the day we had actually arrived. And obviously you'll see all the move-in boxes and whatnot, but it gives a good idea, gives the exterior pictures or video. And I'm still in awe of this. Like, how come we found such a place right out of the bat? Like, I was not even considering Zillow. But I think this is what I tell to my family, that we just got lucky to have found such a beautiful place, which feels like a vacation home. And I tell it to myself that you just have to want it, and you just have to ask it from the universe and believe in it, detaching yourself from the outcome. That's what I tell myself every time, that one has to detach themselves from the outcome. I don't think I would have, if I would have expected, if I would have obsessed about it, then I would have found it. No, it's just my intense wish that these are my parameters, and I just want to be in a pretty looking home, and I just detach myself from it, and here we are. So I'm really grateful and thankful. We'll see how my home projects come along. I'll start putting up a little bit more stuff about it, but do tell me in the comment section below if you liked my video, if you liked the apartment hunt that we did. What did you get away from this vlog? And if you like my video, if you like rest of my videos, then do subscribe to my channel, like and share, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.